Hey guys, this is Amara and Christy, and we are just here because we love essential oils and we both have similar loves and passion for childbirth. And so we thought maybe this would be a fun thing to get together and share with you both of our passions. So we are going to walk through the starter kit. We're going to walk through how we use them with our clients, our doula clients, our childbirth students, and just what our students and clients have told us over the past 5 years of using oils, and we hope this helps you. So, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
As Christy said, my name is Amara Minnis, and I have been using oils for 5 years as well. I am a doula. Been doing that about 15 years, and a childbirth educator for 9 or 10. So the oils have been incorporated into my life personally and professionally, and I've seen lots of clients and students use them well.
And why did you start using essential oils?
So the reason that I began using them was I was a big fan of making my house smell nice, using Glade plugins, using candles, and realized I could make my house smell nice and perhaps not put toxins in the air. That was a big plus. And then I realized, oh my gosh, the stuff I'm putting in the air is also helping. It's not dangerous, it's actually contributing to wellness in our household. So then I explored further, and I'm used them, fallen hook, line, and sinker, and use them in all sorts of ways.
You're hooked.
I am.
One day she'll share with you her protocol in the morning and all of that. I love it.
Very much.
Okay, so, and I'm Christy, and I'm also a doula, a childbirth educator for the past 10 years. I started dabbling into essential oils a long time ago, but I didn't really know what I was doing. So I would be that person that would like go on the TJ Maxx aisle, and if there's like a pretty oil, I'd be like, oh, that looks pretty, let's try that. Right, and it's cheap. But what I came to find is that not all oils are created equal, and many of them you should not put on your skin, and you should not diffuse them in the air. Because it could be dangerous, because only 5% of an actual essential oil is necessary in order to be labeled pure in our country. So there are a lot of oils on those shelves that are only 5% of the actual oil, and the rest are synthetic and fillers and chemicals and stuff like that. So we could really be damaging ourselves and our babies and our, our babies outside the womb as well. So when I became a doula, I started really researching oils, mainly for myself and my children, because we had a very long struggle with seasonal allergies, and we were looking for some holistic things that we can incorporate also along with diet that would help bring us above that wellness line again. And so lemon, lavender, and peppermint were like my absolute gateway oils. And it was based on those findings. So I tried like every brand out there that you could possibly imagine, probably not every single one, but most of them. And I stopped at Young Living because Young Living was absolutely amazing. It was the last oil brand that I tried. And before the Young Living oils, I was like, oh yeah, those smell good. But I did not get what therapeutic meant. And it was just fascinating. As soon as I opened up a bottle of lavender, I was hooked, just like you. I mean, it was so different, and it worked so fast and so well. And so really what also sold me on that company was this picture right here, which is the farm, which I'm about to go to again.
And I will go one day.
The fourth time. And just their seed to seal guarantee and their seed to seal process, and knowing that it's beyond organic and that you actually are able to ingest these oils because they're so pure. It's just important to know that with our clients, we're giving them the best of the best. And so we have done our research very well. And so we're going to bring to you our favorites out of this kit. And so let's go ahead and get started.
Yeah, let's jump
So this is the kit. Again, this is one of the many, many, many farms around the world. And you're going to just lift off this top part right here. You can be my helper right there.
They own all their farms too.
They own their farms or their partner farms. And they have testing on site and also third-party testing. And they have to be 30 years without any pesticides in order to find a farm that they can stamp their approval of seed to seal on. So that's pretty fascinating
That's
as well.
great.
Yeah. So you lift this,
Yep.
and then do you want to go ahead and walk
Start with-
through?
Yes.
lavender.
Okay. So we're gonna start with this big one. I'm gonna have to smell each one. Because,
Yeah, I do too. I know.
Okay. So this is lavender.
I love it.
We use lavender. So for pregnancy, the hallmark of lavender is, well, it's the Swiss Army knife.
It is. It can do
it does
everything.
So much. But the first thought is that it helps with relaxation, helps with sleep. It smells like real lavender. It doesn't smell like those synthetic lavender smells that my
Yeah,
husband
kind of
hates.
like a woodsy smell, right?
Yeah, and almost a minty sweet
Yeah.
to it. Really great for the skin.
Yep.
These are things for mom.
Yeah, and then also I like to tell people, like right before they go in for their appointments, you know,
Yes, yes,
they
yes.
get like all anxious, right? Because what's the first thing that they're going to check is your blood pressure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody has that white coat syndrome just a little bit, right? Because you're like watched and judged all on based on this number, and it's an important number for mom and baby to know.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of it is just you're stressed out. So if we smell lavender
Mm-hmm.
or stress away or peace and calming, we'll get to those in a minute. But if you're just smelling that, you get to your appointment on time or early,
Yes,
right?
give it time to recover from the
And
rush.
just kind of sit down and
Yeah.
settle in and smell your lavender. I think you'll find that your white coat syndrome might be gone.
Wish I had this
Yeah.
because I was one of those women who always had high BP.
So what about labor? Do you use that in labor?
Yes, labor for relaxation.
Yeah.
That's the main use that I find. But honestly, I'll go with stress away or go with peace and calming
Yeah.
for lavender even. But yes, really great for that. And there may be familiarity with it with
Right.
the client already.
And then lavender also, I know in pregnancy, a lot of women have trouble with seasonal allergies and needing seasonal support
Even more.
because everything gets a little bit inflamed, you know?
Lots of mucus.
Yeah, and there's mucus draining and yeah. So I like to use lemon, lavender, and peppermint in the diffuser or even some lavender in my cheek. Now you can't do it with this one, but I'm going to tell you a secret.
Yes.
We have white labels on some of our bottles, and the white labels mean vitality, which means you can ingest them. It is the same exact oil in a white label lavender as it is in this lavender. I'm just not allowed to tell you that I ingest the purple label, okay?
Just the white
So-
label. And we'll have some white labels in the kit
Yeah.
to show you.
All right, so then let's go ahead and talk about,
Okay. And the next one. It's a white label.
yeah.
So this is lemon. Smell. Lemon. White label.
So fresh, love it.
Safe for ingestion, obviously being a white label, but yes, safe for ingestion. So lemon is, because it's a citrus oil, it can help you feel energetic, help you feel happy, and you know, if there's ever a time when you might feel like you're dragging, it's in pregnancy, first trimester or third trimester, you just feel like you need a little lift.
Yeah.
You can put a drop or two in your water. That's refreshing. I also use it during labor for that same purpose with clients to give them a little burst of energy or a second wind if it's
Yeah.
the middle of the night, if they're feeling really down and
Yep.
just dragging and they need to kind of pep up again.
Yeah, and I love to drink it too in my
Yes.
water. And it really does give you this cleansing effect,
for
which
digestion.
is super great for digestion. Yeah, so maybe even like with meals, putting a drop in your water to help with that digestion, that would be awesome.
Much more effective than taking that little slice of lemon and sticking it in there
Yeah.
and whatever kind of bacteria might be on that.
Yeah, you
How
don't wanna
long
do
was
that.
it sitting at the restaurant? Yeah. Drop of lemon essential oil, way preferred.
Okay, let's do peppermint too, since we mentioned that lavender, lemon, and peppermint.
Yes.
Yeah.
Peppermint is another one that used for.
I love
I
it.
feel like we're being mean smelling it. You can't. I wish you
We
could
need
smell
smell-o-vision.
I know we do. Okay, so peppermint. Again, for the seasonal support of allergies, also for support of nausea. So nausea is something that some women end up having to battle in pregnancy at any point, but often early on, and in labor as well,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So if I have a client that's feeling nausea, a wave of nausea swoop over her. This is a much more pleasant way to see how her body responds to it, as
So talk
opposed to the
about
alcohol.
how you do
swab.
that in the labor space too.
So in the labor space, yes. As far as putting smells in the labor space, you exercise caution there, because we have a baby that's going to eventually be born into that space. And it's not that essential oils are not safe for your baby, but it's especially important in that first encounter with your baby that your baby gets the aura of the mother.
Right.
All mom, those wonderful pheromones. We just don't want that to be adulterated by anything else. So the way I use it in labor with clients, we do not put it on the body. We put it on a cotton ball, and then she can smell it, put it near her. She can stick it in the pocket of her labor gown, near her pillow. And then if she grows tired of it or sick of it, because you can change your mind in labor about things, you can throw it away easily in the trash, toilet, whatever.
That's right.
And if you do choose to diffuse, because some still really want to diffuse, you do not need much.
Yeah,
like
maybe
one
just
or two
one drop.
drops. Yeah, because you have other people coming in the space, and they maybe might feel overwhelmed if this is new for them to be around essential oils. But
And I'll
they
tell
are
you
safe.
another secret with this peppermint oil, and I actually learned this in doula training, was putting, okay, so hopefully you guys have taken an amazing childbirth education class like mine or Amara's.
We know too.
But if you didn't, then I'm just gonna give you a little bit of an information here. So if the bladder is full in labor, it's going to make those contractions even more painful, okay? So it's super important to be hydrating in labor, but also urinating in labor. And sometimes when you are really tired, those muscles get super tense. And if you're in pain, they get super tense, and you're not able to void. You're not able to release the urine. So a trick is to put 1 drop of peppermint into the toilet bowl, okay? And so mom is just hovering over the toilet bowl. You're gonna labor a lot over the toilet. It's just
a good place.
It is. It's a great place
Your
to
baby
labor.
won't be born in it.
No. But as you're just like there and you're smelling, first of all, it changes the smell of the bathroom, which is great.
Nice.
But also, when you are inhaling that and you're hovering over that space, you're able to release muscles. So peppermint is great for muscles and muscle tension. And so we bring that into the labor space by understanding how the body works in labor, and moms are able to void, which means they have a flattened bladder and baby gets to go down a little bit further. Less painful contractions, and sometimes even the contractions will space out once mom lets go of what's in her bladder, because there's just more room.
So all good things.
And then one other story about peppermint? Peppermint, yeah. I had a client who had to have a cesarean, and she found so much comfort in her oils, and she was using Young Living, and she had been using them for a very long period of time. It's never the place to introduce a new oil in labor. So this is why you guys need to be practicing before you go into labor.
Using your hands ahead of time.
Yes. And so when her labor journey unraveled and she found herself needing a cesarean because of a breached baby, she knew 2 things that she wanted in the delivery space, which was the OR at this point. And so she put 1 drop of peppermint on her husband's wrist, because when you're in a cesarean, your wrists are restrained for the most part. And dad's gonna be right next to mom. And so she said, I'm gonna call out either peppermint or peace and calming. Peace and calming, which will be the next one we'll talk about, really helped her take this big deep breath and relax into her space, okay? And then peppermint was because she was feeling nauseous, and she knew that she would feel nauseous. And so just smelling the peppermint took that nausea down a notch for sure.
That's amazing too.
Yeah.
Cesarean.
Yeah, so it's super helpful. It wouldn't have been as helpful, I don't think, if she hadn't practiced before, okay?
And also battles those smells of the OR.
Oh gosh, yeah, absolutely. Yes. So that's another thing, like diffusing in your labor space, or having the oils around you in your labor space, no matter where you're delivering, at home, or certainly in the hospital or in the OR, you can bring comfort very quickly to your body just by inhaling. So you want to talk about like how that works? Like,
Yeah,
breathing
so
it in.
you could breathe it in directly from the bottle, but as I mentioned before, I like to put a drop on the cotton ball so it's present. And with peppermint is a hot oil, so you need to be careful if you
Right.
touch where the oil is and then touch your eye, it would burn. So with peppermint, I actually put a pen mark where I put the drop and say, don't touch the pen mark
Oh,
area, but
that's
just
a
then
great
put it,
idea.
yeah, I thought of that
Yeah,
myself.
love
So
it.
then just put it near your nose like this and smell it, and then have it close by. And partners can also hold it near the nose for the laboring woman. But yeah, I've used them very often. Clients very much.
So I'm going to lift this up and show you that there's a bottom portion of the kit, and you can show them how to set
yes.
that up.
There's Velcro on the back of this. Make sure you can see it, and we just attach the Velcro dots, and then you have this beautiful round display that you can put in your home and put it out so you remember to use them. Don't once you get a kit, do not put your kit in the closet. Let its light shine. Let it
That's
shine
right.
in the middle of your house so you remember to use it.
And then in the bottom here, you lift up this little tab, and then you have more goodies underneath. So Peace and Calming is floating underneath here. So I'm going to go ahead and get that one out, and then we'll go over the bottom of this kit after we finish the oils, okay? So here's Peace and Calming.
Yes, Peace and Calming. I have to smell this one.
This one was probably my gateway for birth,
A moment.
because I wore it, and you do too.
I do.
On a diffuser necklace
I do.
before every birth that we attend, because it brings an aura of peace. Like we are walking vessels. Like I always pray before I enter a birth space that I would be a vessel of peace. And so it just is the perfect labor space oil. And these moms would call me up after birth, and this is actually how my business started. And they would say, what was that smell? It was so peaceful and calming. I'm like, well, it's peace and calming. Here it is. Now, you guys are so fortunate because it actually comes in the kit now. And it came in the kit when we first signed up 5 years ago.
And then it didn't.
And then it didn't for years until now. So you guys get this amazing oil.
It's so wonderful. Yes, I wear it on a diffuser necklace, and so I think it's like my personal scent now. People go, "Oh, it smells like Amara in here" when I go to births. But
Yeah, I mean, it does what it says it does.
It
So you
does.
could use this in visualizing your birth when you're just kind of with your baby in the womb, and
Yes.
you're just visualizing your birth space, and you're just bonding with baby and trying to go there in your mind. And then also in the early stages of labor, it's very helpful. And then when baby gets here, it's an amazing oil to help calm and soothe them. It's absolutely fascinating what happens when you crack open a bottle and just put it near baby. It's amazing. I wish I had that.
And really great for soothing mom too, because
Yes.
momming ain't easy. It's a wonderful gift, but it's hard.
And if you're momming without oils, you're momming too hard.
Well, I was for so long.
Me too.
I wish I could do
We
it
didn't
again
have
with my
this.
babies.
I know.
But that's okay. We'll help you do it with your babies.
These are tools, you guys. Like, these are the most amazing tools that you're going to be able to have in your labor space. And we're so excited to teach you more about how to use them.
Yes.
Okay, let's go for frankincense, because that's
Okay.
another oil that I love to bring into the birth space. As soon as we crack this open and drop a few drops, maybe just 2, into the diffuser, and we are in the labor space, it's like anyone who enters in that room, it's like reverence happens right away. And that's probably the word
Reverence
comes
is
to
good
mind.
word. Yeah.
You're better with words than I am.
Reverence, respect,
Yeah.
centering. I've said
Yes.
that. It helps women feel more centered and grounded.
Grounded.
Because in labor, as things start to capitulate and get more intense and active, it can be harder to find your center and to feel grounded. Sure, in early labor, when you're at home and you're breathing deeply and you're visualizing, using your peace and calming,
Right.
that's easier. But when you move to your birth location, things pick up and
Yeah.
there's a lot going on, and this can be a way to kind of help keep you in tune with what's happening and the reverence of that space.
And then afterwards, frankincense is also wonderful if you ever have that anxious thought feeling after your baby is here. I think we're in a culture of that because, to be honest with you, without getting on a soapbox, we know too much. Like, we have Google at our fingertips, and instead of learning our baby's cues, we're asking Google what this means. And so we really need to take a step back and just know that we are the best caretaker of your baby is you. And you, given the time to learn your baby, know what's best for your baby. So with me, when I get that feeling, that overwhelming feeling, like racing thoughts and just, I don't know if I'm enough or I don't know if I can do this, I take a drop. It's a Vitality, so it's white. I take one drop and I put it underneath my tongue. And I just, you guys, it tastes kind of like wood, like woody, like dirt. like, it doesn't taste like dirt, but it's not like, citrus, right?
Yeah.
It has a
Or
weird
peppermint,
taste to it, but just stomach the taste, drink something afterwards, and just let it just chill there, because it will chill you out quickly. And it's totally fine with breastfeeding. And also then for baby, if mom or baby has any like skin, anything, frankincense is awesome for skin.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome. So you would use the non-Vitality oils for skin support, but as we know, it's the same oil, just different uses based on different labels. Yeah, okay, so let's go to the next one. Let's go to...
And I put this on the back of my neck too.
Oh, to chill you out.
Yes,
Yeah.
and before sleep.
I like
Sometimes
that.
that's when all my thoughts tend to
Come.
forward when I'm trying to
That's a good...
go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Raven?
Yes. This is a good place for it so we can see
that
what
is
we're
good.
doing. This one has a special top
Mm-hmm.
because it contains wintergreen. Right?
Yes.
Another yummy smell.
So my kids think this is root beer.
Yes, it
Yeah.
smells very much like root beer when you diffuse it. So,
Yeah, but it just makes you take a deep breath.
yeah.
So again, when pregnancy happens and let's say you got sick and you just really need some support, but you don't want to take any meds
can't take
because you
anything,
can't take
really.
anything.
Yeah. You have all that mucus.
You have plants that can help you, and these are plants.
Yes.
And so dilution, let's go ahead and talk about that. Dilution in pregnancy. We like to go over that just because conservative as possible, and then you can do you. Like as you learn, you might not want to dilute if you don't want to. But we do like to teach dilution when you first start out for sure. Just because we don't want you to have a negative like response to it. We don't want it to be too overpowering, and your sense of smell during pregnancy is super high. So if you were to get a cold or need some more like airway support, then this is what we would use. We would just put some carrier oil, which is like coconut oil or jojoba oil or something, even olive oil. And then we would just put a little bit in our palm, and then we would put one drop, and then we would rub it around and then rub it right on your chest area and just take a really big whiff. And immediately, like, it opens your airway.
I just do it every morning anyway.
Yeah, that's part of the regimen.
It's part of the 8 oils I use.
Yeah, it's really nice. It just is. And, sometimes if you're anxious, you need to take a big deep breath too. And so that feeling gives you some control back. Again, I can take a big deep breath.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
that's
does
good.
it for Raven. Okay.
Whoops.
What
Digi
makes
Eyes.
the most sense next? Okay. Digi Eyes.
Yeah, we've talked about a little bit of digestive support with peppermint and lemon, but let's go with Digi
This
Eyes.
is another one I put on every morning.
Do you really?
I do. On
That's
my bed.
good. That's good. Do you go in a clockwise motion?
No.
I've recently read that.
Now I will.
I'm just teaching her something. I've recently read that if you are having, problems going, like it's just not happening, which tends to happen the
When
further
you're
along in
pregnant,
pregnancy.
Just saying. Yep.
So, this is a great thing to do, and you just put like one drop and you rub it in a clockwise motion, which is kind of natural anyway.
I kind of probably do that naturally, but I didn't know I was doing it for a reason.
Yeah. And this smells very interesting. When I first smelled that, I did not. Did you like it when you first smelled it?
I did, and
You
I like
did?
it more now because I use it every day.
Okay. So I've grown to like that smell, but I used to hate that smell. Okay, it's super important for you guys to understand this because this is not smell-o-vision.
Yes.
And you need to know this is
Not
not
perfume.
a perfume party. Okay, like this is not a perfume class. We don't care if you don't like the smell of it, you probably need it. And we know that it will work in your body because the plants were made to work in your body. So even if you think, well, it's not a digestion issue, if you're having anything around this this way, you know, from here digestion or down below digestion, just support your digestion with this. And it's in a white label too, so if you want to, you can ingest it.
Yes, and you can put it in vegetable capsules
Yep.
and swallow it. So if you really do not like the taste, do not like the smell, that can really disengage you from that. And
That's right.
it just goes all the way down to your belly before it even dissolves and is helping you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah, and baby. We
Oh,
should have baby.
babies, yes, we forgot about babies. I mean, how many
How can
babies
we
do you
forget about
know
babies?
that have problems with their digestion? You know, like we need those little
Yes,
tummies to
especially at
work
first.
well. And at first, you're right, Amara, like, my gosh, I wish I had this. I wish I had this.
I know.
So we can support baby, and we definitely dilute with babies. So the rule of thumb in the Gentle Babies book, which you would get from one of us if you sign up with one of us, would be, she says, 1 to 2 tablespoon of carrier oil to 1 drop. And so baby just doesn't need as much. But we shouldn't be afraid to use them if we're using them as, you know, appropriate within that baby's weight.
And you can use that on the belly, like
Yep.
doing a little belly massage. The I Heart You, which is backwards facing us this way, but you get the idea.
Right.
Or even clockwise, I guess that
That's
would work
right.
too.
Or even just the feet. You guys can you can
Feet,
get to
yes. The whole
all
body.
of the body just through the feet. So just massaging the feet would be awesome.
Yeah, and that would calm them for just the massage part of it.
That's right. And then after you have your baby, like I remember I was afraid to poop after the baby.
Oh, that's a whole other exercise in breathing.
Right.
And you get your peace and calming and
Right.
visualize.
Right.
Yes.
But
it's
if
like
we had
another
this
birth,
oil,
but you can do it.
it would be a lot easier to go.
It really would.
So-
This and peace and calming. Peace and calming. Digize. Peace.
Right. You need it.
You do.
Things happen down there. Okay.
And it all works out.
It
just
does work out
You'll be
just
okay.
fine.
We're doula you three. We
Yes.
believe in you.
You might be able to do it
doula.
yourself through that, but I don't know. All right, let's go to another one.
Okay.
Maybe pan away.
Okay.
We have aches and pains everywhere when we're
Yes,
pregnant.
we do.
Like it's just part of pregnancy. Like joints become loose because of relaxin.
Yeah.
This smells like root beer too.
It does.
Got some
Like
wintergreen.
the wintergreen. It's the wintergreen in it.
I think this smells more like
So
root beer.
good.
And it feels like cooling but hot sensation to your skin.
Like-
So it's that deep, deep, deep,
Yes.
like icy, hot
Hotness.
feeling.
Mhm.
So you would want to put this where? Where do most women like this in labor?
Oh, well.
Or even before labor
Yeah,
begins.
because I'm using a lot in labor because then it's on your skin. But
Yeah.
a place that women do manifest tension in labor, a lot of them is right here. And tension in motherhood,
Yes.
tension in life.
Yes, and
So
nursing
neck-
even.
yes, and because you really want to be
Actually, give me
relaxed when
some,
you're
I need
nursing. You don't really want to hold your shoulders like this when you're nursing, but some women do because they're trying to bring their babies up to their breasts
That's
as
right.
opposed to, you know, getting themselves comfortable with the baby having the support they need. Right here in your neck and in your shoulders. Just having a moment. Those are really the most important.
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
think,
and the
for
lower
that.
back too
Lower
can get
back,
really
yeah.
tense.
Oh yes, for sure.
Yeah.
And in labor, we do provide a lot of lower back support. That one of the comfort measures that I do most often is counter pressure on the lower back. Double hip squeeze is
Yep.
second, but it's a lot more physically demanding for us.
Yeah.
Counter pressure tends to do the
So
trick.
doulas need it after a birth.
Yes, yes, we do.
This is one that I probably wouldn't use on a baby. You just don't need it. To be honest with you, you really don't need more than frankincense, lavender, gentle baby, and
Digize.
copaiba, digize. Those 5. That's really all baby's gonna need for the first year, honestly.
And 3 are in the kit.
3 are in the kit.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yep.
Okay, let's keep going.
Okay, so what's the next?
Citrus Fresh.
Citrus Fresh. Let's do that.
That's right.
Right there.
No, this is like a happy oil to me.
Yes.
So I wish I had this postpartum.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
It's very similar. The uses are very similar to lemon, but there's some spearmint smell in this too, so
it
it
has
wakes
that
you up a little
minty-
bit. Yeah. But I tend to give moms these, you know, just for postpartum support.
Yes, I think.
Is there
And it could, well, and it, I mean, I just use lemon more often in labor, but you could use Citrus Fresh for the same reason I use lemon, just to give you a little perk to
That's
help
right.
wake you up. And I think a lot of people use Citrus Fresh for just that pleasant aroma, using it in their laundry. I mean, this gets off track of birth and babies, but
Yeah.
but yes, there's a lot of household uses for it.
Yeah, I love the smell of it. And then I was gonna say something else about Citrus Fresh. I might have to come back to it because I'm forgetting right now. But
You know, this is related to momming. I think you could put a drop in like a card diffuser, like one of those felt things, or like I have a clay necklace that hangs in my rearview mirror. Citrus Fresh could help with some smells. You might have smells in your car because you know babies make smells and toddlers make smells.
that's what I was gonna say.
Alrighty.
The diaper genie. First of all, just don't get one because
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It just collects poop smell.
And then
Why
it's-
would you want that?
It's
Why would you do that? Just
It's
walk,
like a poop air
walk it
freshener.
out, right? But if you don't have time to walk it out and you put it in another bag or whatever, then you can certainly put this in the bottom of a trash can on like a, little, a little felt.
Yeah, or the cotton balls, because I use cotton balls.
Yeah, cotton ball's fine.
And it's safe. It's not this chemical.
Right.
You don't know what's in it. You're now spewing this chemical whatever through your baby's nursery.
Right.
You know that you can have this in your baby's nursery and it will be safe.
Yeah, and that's one thing that as a new mom, you're going to feel a little bit overwhelmed. Once you start down this journey of wellness, you're going to be like, what else is in my house that I could
Yes.
ditch and get rid of?
There's so much.
Febreze is probably like one of the number one things. You should never have those chemical scents around your baby. But also laundry detergent. So you can make your own, or you could buy a Thieves version that we sell. Thieves is the name, and we can actually just go straight to Thieves.
Yes, let's do
Next, if you can find it, is it there?
that. Right here.
It is in a white label. So again, if you feel yourself like dipping under that wellness line during pregnancy, I love to make Thieves tea.
Yes.
Tell them how.
So Thieves Tea is really great if, for support, seasonal support also, more like winter seasonal support. If you're feeling a little tickly in your throat or just feeling a little under the weather, you take, like in a teaspoon, put honey. And of course, local honey would be really great because that will help with allergies. We give support for allergies, 1 drop of Thieves in that honey, 2 drops of lemon.
Yep.
You will already have like a mug of warm hot water, and then you take that oil infused honey and you stir it in the water and dissolve it in there and you drink it as is.
Yep.
And it is really yummy.
It's
and
so
it
good.
feels so good going down the throat. Oh
Yeah,
my
it's got
goodness.
clove in it, and so it really has that like
Yes.
almost numbing. Like it just
Yes.
feels good.
And there's even like cough drops and throat lozenges that are, based off Thieves. And
So Thieves has a story in and of itself. We can tell you that another time, but Thieves has been studied to do amazing things. I'm going to show you what else you get in your kit at the bottom while we're on Thieves. And you get this thing.
Oh, I love that.
So I love to talk about this because
for
we have
moms
new
too.
studies out, you guys. This should go in your diaper bag, okay? And I haven't found one other than if you go to the store Ulta, they have
Yes.
these little, do you have one?
I do.
They have these little containers that this fits perfectly in. So you can go do that. It's like $2, right? Put it on your diaper bag, put it on your purse, put it on everything. So this is hers.
It has a unicorn on it.
It's a unicorn.
But
You can get whatever.
They have plain ones.
But the reason why we love this is it used to be called hand purifier. Now we can say it's a hand sanitizer. And the reason why we can say that and why this is a huge deal is that enough studies have been done to say that it kills 99.99% of germs, okay, and bacteria. And you guys, it's safe for baby. It's safe for me. It's safe for pregnancy. It's safe.
And it smells so good. It's
Yes.
not chemical smell.
It's amazing.
Real
It smells like
Thieves,
cloves,
and it's got peppermint in it, and it has aloe in it, so
Yeah.
it doesn't dry your hands.
And you just literally, I'm going to show you how
I
much
just
you
love it.
need. You just need 1 drop.
That's it.
This lasts a long time because you just need one drop, and it spreads so evenly and well, and it doesn't it dries pretty quickly, but not too fast.
Because the aloe.
Because of the aloe, so you're able to get it over your whole hand. There are so many fun things to share with you about Thieves. The number one thing you're gonna wanna do when you start ditching all your toxic cleaners is using a Thieves household cleaner, okay? Household cleaner, sorry.
Yes.
And you just need one capful, okay? And you put it in 8 ounces, or 16 ounces even, and put it in a spray bottle. And then just spray, and you don't have to rinse after you spray. All of the nasty stuff on your kitchen counters and on your floor, baby can crawl around your floor without absorbing chemicals. And when they absorb what they absorb, it's only helping to boost their immune system. So it's perfect, you guys.
And it smells so good.
So we have something called Essential Rewards. So when you go to sign up and get your starter kit, you're gonna actually get one sample of a Thieves cleaner that you can use, and you're gonna fall in love with it. So what we suggest is going ahead, click the box that says, yes, you want to make your kit your first Essential Rewards order. Essential Rewards is basically a monthly reorder program, and you don't have to order the same stuff every month. You can change it at any time, which we do often.
Oh yeah.
You can change your date that you're getting it.
If you need it sooner, or if you want more time.
You can use PayPal to pay for it. Thank
Yep.
God.
Yep.
So it's really awesome. So go ahead and check that box because that gets you a free oil.
Yep.
And it's free oil. Each month changes, so we don't know which oil you get this month. But
your kit covers that first order for you right out of the starting gate. You get that free oil.
Yep. And then 2 months go by, and you'll wait. So the next month you'll place whatever this on the order. So you'll have it. Go ahead and set it up so that you'll get the cleaner.
And
this
will
is gonna last you what?
year or
Yeah.
more.
8 months to 14 months. Yeah,
long
depends
time.
on how big your house is and how often you clean, but this will last a very long time. So put that on your first order coming, and then you'll have 1 more month. So you'll choose maybe some of these other oils that we'll go over in a second. And then after 3 months, you get to what? Turn in your points.
Oh yes. And you've been earning 10%
Yes.
of what you spend the first 3 months.
In
so
points.
if you spent $100, you get $10 that next month that starts accruing to use towards orders.
Yep.
So after those first 3 months, then it bumps to 20%.
Yep. And then 24.
And 25.
And 25.
We're at 25.
We're at 25. So we gain points really quickly.
Yes.
Okay, so let's keep
And
going.
free things quickly.
We need Valor. We need to go
Yes.
through Valor and then
Valor.
Stress Away.
Those are the last
And
ones
Ningxia.
left here.
Yeah.
See, there's so many.
And we're going to try to do this in
We have to
10 minutes. I love it.
Valor.
Yes.
I put some Valor on my wrist before we did this.
Yeah, because Valor makes us courageous. So this is the I can't do it oil. So you know when you get to transition, or you hear when you get to transition and it's overwhelming you because all these new sensations are happening at one time. Valor comes out on a cotton ball for my clients who have already smelt it before and have practiced with it. And I will just waft it and it's like, I got this, right? It gives you courage. It what it does in the body, if you put it on your body, it actually helps balance out the nervous system a little bit. So your parasympathetic nervous system and your sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic is when you're fight or flight or freeze, right? You're just bombarded. It starts to balance that out a little bit if you put it right on the base of the neck. So my clients who bring their own Valor, they will oftentimes just put it on the bottom of their neck, and it's just amazing, you guys.
Yeah.
New mom oil right here.
Right
Bam.
here. Yeah, because some mornings that's how it feels. Some middle of the nights that's how it feels.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and it helps with sleep sometimes too.
yes, that's right. And you put it on your toe or
Yep.
diffuse.
Okay, so let's go under here and finish out the kit. So we already told you, you get this, okay? You also get 2 of these roller fitments that can fit right on. Lots of women put it on Panaway and it makes it like a roller bottle. They'll just rub it on their neck and Stress Away too. So Stress Away is the other oil down here and it smells like a vacation in a bottle. But when I first got my kit, I was in a pretty major postpartum depression. I mean, it really, I was sad way too much, way too often, and anxious. And when I first smelled this, I was like, ew, that stinks. The other one that I said, this did not come in the kit, but this is Joy. It did come in our kit when we first signed up, but it does not come in this kit. But when I smelled both of these, I was like, okay, I'll take all of the rest, but does anyone want these too? And someone overheard me say that, and they were like, no, Chrissy, you probably really need it. And I'm like, what do you mean I need it? That's weird. But really, they were right. I was super sad all the time and just stressed out and thinking about irrational things, and it was overwhelming to me. And so when I finally started using these oils on a regular basis, something shifted in me and something changed in my perspective, and I was able to appreciate the smell. And now I love the smell of both of these. But if you are one that is worried about how you're gonna feel emotionally after baby is here, these two are a must, okay? So maybe put this one on your next Essential Rewards order.
Joy.
Also, you guys can like make your own registry. So like you could collect money from like a baby shower and put it towards
What you think you'll
yeah,
need.
absolutely.
That's very
Anything
smart.
else with Stress Away?
It's a good for, I think of it more as a mom oil to help you be calm, but you could technically use it probably in labor as well.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Just defer to peace and calming.
It just kind of depends on, like, women ask me, which oils do I need for labor room? Go ahead and bring them all, because you don't know what you're going to need in the moment. But the worst thing to do is to crack it open right in the midst of labor, because this is how an oil works. When you inhale it, you're going to be smelling it. It's going through your nose. It hits your limbic center of your brain, which elicits an emotional response. If that emotion is negative, and you're not even choosing, right? So it's like a memory just pops in your head, and you smelled that smell before, and it wasn't a good memory. You don't want that to come in labor, right?
Yeah.
So practice with these, and it helps you very quickly go back to this good, calm state when you practice with them.
Yes, makes sense. Get this ahead of time.
That's right. Okay, and then this is Ningxia, and I'm actually sipping on some Ningxia right now. This helps build good, healthy blood, and I couldn't think of a better time to start than in pregnancy. I wish that I had this in pregnancy. This is great for digestive support. This helps eliminate free radicals out of your body, and we know that when we have a lot of free radicals, we have a lot of inflammation, and we have a lot of stress, and we have bad things, right? Like the free radicals should be out of our body. So these have more antioxidants than blueberries.
Because it has this, and it has wolfberries and the whole wolfberry, the skin and the actual fruit, not just the insides, not
puree.
just juice, the puree, yes.
And that's
So
what you'll
shake it.
find when you get your bottle. It'll be like this much of the bottle. It's like, it looks like a wine
Really
bottle.
big, yeah.
But this much of the bottle is going to be like
Sediment. It's like the
puree.
solids.
Yeah, and you just shake it on up, and it tastes amazing. You only need a
does.
shot of it.
It does. 1 or 2 ounces a day will do ya. And
Yeah.
maybe a little more if you need it, but
Yep.
I had some this morning already.
And it's great for like recovery from blood loss after baby. It's great for, I mean, I'm not having a baby anymore at all.
Me neither.
But I take it every single day. My
Yes.
daughter has been taking this since she was 3 years old to help build good, healthy blood and keep her up above the wellness line. You will find the more you use your oils and the more you proactively use those oils, the less reactive you're going to have to be.
Yeah.
And so this is a supplement, you guys. This has vitamins in it and minerals, and it is amino acids, all of those things. It is so healthy for you. Yes, it's safe for pregnancy. It's juice.
Yes,
and puree.
I
It's
bring
great.
it to births. These
Yes.
are perfect for on the go, but there's also the large bottle, which is more economical, but it's nice to be able to tote it. I would have this in your diaper bag.
Yep.
I would have this in your labor bag. I would have this in your purse.
Yep.
It's a really great tool.
Pick me up. And it's not like caffeine. It's not like a huge boost of energy.
No,
It's like steady energy, and it helps regulate some of that blood sugar offness that sometimes happens. So it's safe if you're a diabetic. It's safe. Go ahead and talk to your doctor about it. But we know a lot of women who are totally comfortable ingesting this because of the glucose, just helping with glucose levels, spikes and stuff. So, okay, now this is what comes in the kit, and we've gone through it enough. I think we've added in a couple. We'll add in some more. If you guys have questions, we can share with you some other tips outside the kit.
Yeah, we had a
Fennel, you know, helps with
we had a couple.
breastfeeding.
Breast milk support.
Gentle Baby is formulated for the mom in pregnancy and for baby. We've had some that like crack open Gentle Baby just next to the baby, and they're like screaming, and then they just calm down right away.
Gentle Baby, yes.
And then Clary
And for the
Sage,
skin, right?
and for the skin,
Skin support.
So there's
mom as
so
your belly
many, you
grows.
guys. Like we just have so many.
Surrender.
Surrender's
Lots
good.
of great ones.
Yeah.
Surrender for labor, for motherhood.
But how do you get started? It's super simple. We will share with you our link. You just need to reach out to one of us and we can get you started and signed up right away. We usually have kits on hand, so if you want to not wait for shipping to come, you just let us know. We will send you that link. You click on there. All the information is pretty much filled out for you, and you just
It's your name and address, and yeah.
and then pay for it, and then you're in. And what happens when you're in is you get to learn more. Okay, so this is the start. It's a starter kit. This is the start of your journey with Young Living, and we get to walk you through that, which is super awesome. We love doing that. We love educating. We love working with mamas and babies, and
then we can continue this relationship with you. So we're there with you when you're learning about pregnancy or through your birth, but then it doesn't end there. And it doesn't end there as educators and doulas anyway.
Right.
But we have another reason to continue to walk with you. And continue to get you information and support you. And there's wonderful local support with classes once you get yourself lined up with our group, as well as online support.
And Facebook,
Yeah,
and
so
more
really great
classes
group.
on Facebook as well. All right, so I think we've talked your ear off. Thank you for having us in your living room or wherever you are right now, probably in your bed looking at your phone. Go to
Yes.
sleep if you're pregnant.
Yes,
okay?
go to sleep. Peace and calming lavender.
That's right. You can get started as early as today. So just give us a call and let us know, and we would love to support you on that journey. Bye, guys.
Thanks so much. Bye.